What is the most expensive assumption I made in business? Delegation. Every founder is told the same thing. Delegation is everything. Only if you delegate, you can scale. The founder has to be hands off. These are true statements. Delegation is not a mistake. Blind delegation is. Most people think, yes, we are told by people like Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, Ambani, everybody says, and it is actually true also, that delegation is important. Only if you delegate, you will be able to scale. Only with 10 people doing 10 different jobs, we can get 10x growth. The founder cannot be hands-on with everything. He cannot be handling everything. I completely agree with all of them. What is wrong is when you do not have a system in place to ensure the delegated work gets completed, you track of it at a correct interval. That's exactly where the success lies. Delegating without reviewing is blind trust. Delegating and reviewing after a very long interval, for example, review every once in a month, is a long period. An entire month is gone if the delegated work is not done the right way or not done at all. We have to review the work that is delegated in short intervals, because shorter the intervals, the window of making mistakes and wasting time gets shorter. You may be surprised when I said the word micromanagement. Yes, micromanagement is not a bad word. It is an abused word. The founders have also started thinking that micromanagement is not the right way of management. But micromanagement is not so bad as it is being portrayed in the market. I'll tell you why. There are people who decide that they have to be micromanaged. Micromanagement is not something that is decided by the leader. It is actually decided by the employee, the resource, the staff. With freedom, they take a lot of liberty, power, and ownership. They go and get the answers. These are people that need not be micromanaged. You go tell them the task, give them a bird's eye view, and they understand it. They love it. Then they run, look for answers, come up with solutions, and create what is actually needed. The output is fantastic. They bring it to you a day before and tell you that, sir, the job is done as you wanted. So these are places where micromanagement do not work. These are people who do not like to be micromanaged. These are people who are entrepreneurs inside employment. They don't even come and tell you problem statements. They come and tell you a problem statement, and they also tell you a solution statement. You love them. So these are people who do not like to be micromanaged, and we don't even want to micromanage them, because we can spend this time of micromanaging elsewhere and think on strategies and content and stuff like that. When you give them the task, give them the bird's eye view, and ask them come with the output a week or 10 days later. After 10 days, you go ask them, they are still in the same place where they started. Because these are people who do not understand the value of time and money. And these guys do not own anything at all. But these are efficient people with a little bit of nudging, with a little bit of micromanagement. These guys will also do wonders. You cannot just fire people just like that, just because you do not have time to micromanage or review their work. Because getting people is also difficult. Recruitment is another big story. These are people we cannot fire, or we don't want to fire, but we have to know how to extract the best out of them. Micromanagement is one such. One call a day or one revisit of their strategy, one report a day. These are things that are enough to get things done from these kind of people. So before you delegate the next time, ask yourself this question. What if this delegated work fails after 30 days? Will I even know? If the answer is no, do not delegate yet. Build the systems first, then delegate. Because without systems, delegation is a liability. Because delegation is powerful. Without systems, delegation is an expensive assumption.